Jabari, you gotta come see this. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Look at all these boats. They are lit up for Christmas. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 4 counties, Baltimore, Carroll, Howard, and Montgomery counties until 10:45. A lot of lightning strikes, heavy rainfall, gusty winds with the system.
And did you build that tiny snowman, Adam?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing effort, but as you can see right here, I did my best, which we do need the cooler temperatures because it is downright hot and also very toasty. But the biggest concern with Barry and Algiers is the river that's about to rise at an incredible pace. I'm trying to see if this rotation is strengthening or weakening at this time. We still have that very dark color right here, and also the mixing of the colors with the white and the green as well. I can circle that right here, right to the east of Del City. Soupy and sticky with the dew points already into the 70s. It's like air you can wear weather once again. Heavy rainfall, gusty winds moving across the bay as we speak. Also the Bay Bridge possibly being impacted, so be careful driving over there if you're heading across the bay. We're still under that extreme drought condition as we head into our western zone. So every single drop for this weekend we will definitely take. And then we dip back into the 50s and even the 40s as we head into 2025. Also very chilly temperatures once again, not even cracking 60. I want to talk about your quick change.
So yeah,
man, it was like Mary Poppins.
I told it's like Bewitched. I snap my fingers, I go from a blue outfit to an orange, put on heat rollers.
You got like a nice hairdo now.
I'm telling you,
orange.
right? Wait, it wasn't nice before?
That was like, yeah, but that was like 2 seconds.
I'm telling you,
What they do is dangerous, but it can also be fun as well.
2.
Oh my gosh.
1.
And I'm alive. This is absolutely incredible to see, and there's a house right there completely flooded. I'm getting close and personal to Louisiana's top predator, including the one and only Mo Collins.
Oh, come on now. How are you all?
And the rock is regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
Hello guys, it's Adam Bowles with your weather. Here's the weather headlines for today. Mild temperatures with some fog chances, also some PM rain and thunder possible as we head into the evening. That could impact the Commanders game, but I don't see any delays in the meantime, but I would bring the umbrella, rain gear, and just keep weather aware as we head into the evening hours. Right now, 56 degrees, pretty warm out there and mild temperatures. 56 in DC, 49 in Baltimore, 45 in Martinsburg, and 46 as we head into Frederick, heading into the mountains. We also have some fog chances out there for this morning, mainly as we head off towards our northern zones. Culpeper, Baltimore, you can barely see anything. Winchester, there is a goose egg, 0 visibility. So keep eye on the skies. Use low beams, slow down as you're driving this morning. Dulles, you can see some, Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Cumberland, you can see some patchy fog and dense fog as well. That's why we do have a dense fog advisory until 9 o'clock this morning, mainly for our northern zone. So slow down and use low beams. Right now, the scatter shower activity is pushing off towards the north. We are drying out here, so we're looking pretty good as we head into the mid-morning hours and mostly dry around lunchtime as well. But we have more activity as we head into the evening hours as we head into the big game time. So as you can see, looking pretty dry, maybe some breaks of sun, very warm, heading into the upper to mid-60s out there for this afternoon. Go out for a walk, t-shirt weather before the rain gets here. Around 4 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock as we head to around game time, you can still see a line of showers embedded thunder right before the game. So I would bring that rain gear, umbrella just in case. But after that, we should be good to go. Maybe a break of some clouds, some dry conditions, more rain as possible overnight tonight, and then looking pretty good. More sunshine, mild temperatures heading into the 60s. Here's the rainfall totals heading through the rest of the weekend. At about a ½ inch to 1 inch on average for most of us, but we still need the rainfall. Here's a recap for today. Cloudy, damp and mild, PM rain and thunder, gusty winds is possible this evening as well, hitting 65 degrees, pretty warm. Back into the 40s for tonight, evening showers, embedded thunder back into the 40s. And then we dip back into the 50s and even the 40s as we head into 2025. More rain is possible on New Year's Eve, Tuesday, cloudy and dry on New Year's Day, and then we get cold, a big cold blast for the first weekend of 2025, back into the 40s, even the 30s coming up real soon.
It was actually a really great feeling showing up here and flying down the tower flyby line that I used to fly on as a student here. Seeing the dry lake bed again, it's just an incredible, incredible national treasure. It's good to be back.
We are the Thunderbird. This is a rare opportunity to go inside the cockpit of Thunderbird 1 as Lieutenant Colonel Justin Elliott calls for the 4 Diamond pilots to perform simultaneous aileron rolls in close formation.
This is about as close to flight test as I've done in the Air Force, believe it or not. I use very much all the skill sets that Test Pilot School taught me here as the Thunderbird's lead. Stick and rudder skills, worrying about energy curves, energy diagrams constantly, picking turn radiuses 180 degrees out, having to go open loop versus closed loop. A lot of the skills that I picked up at Test Pilot School are applying very directly to what I'm doing here as Thunderbird 1.
TPS is really the bedrock of test for the United States Air Force. This is where all test pilots and flight test engineers for the Air Force get their first education into what is developmental test. How do you take an aircraft that has never flown before and do a safe, methodical approach to deliver that capability to the warfighter fastest?
I actually worked backwards a little bit. I grew up in Houston, Texas, where my influences, the people that I would see on TV or at NASA Space Center, were the astronauts. And so I looked at their career paths and was curious about how they got to where they were as astronauts, and found out most of them were Air Force test pilots or Navy test pilots. Ended up chasing that dream by doing ROTC at Yale University, where I swam, and then went straight into the Air Force from there. Flew F-15s for a while and just continued to chase that dream.
So Astro was my student in 2015. He was just, you know, he stood above the rest in terms of his personality and his charisma. He was certainly a great guy to work with. Just his willingness and, you know, and eagerness to get things done. I mean, it was just impressive to watch, and it was very fun to see. I think he's the right guy for that job, and I was really proud to just see his name, you know, attached to the Thunderbird, especially as a commander. I'm sure he'll do phenomenal.
My favorite maneuver that we do with the team is the trail to diamond clover loop, which is where we're going to drop all 4 jets in front of you in a stack, and then climb through a loop, and then at halfway up the loop we're going to explode into diamonds, and then continue that loop, and when we come back on the other side we'll actually twist 90 degrees and fly out the other way just before hitting the ground. It's an extremely complicated maneuver, and the way Test Pilot School made that significantly better for us is that it taught me open loop flight controls. Which is where you're going to set a pull field and hold that pull field no matter what's happening with the G, through the turbulence, all that stuff. The wingmen are going to bounce with me as long as I don't move, but if I start putting in a closed loop input and going high gain on the G meter, then they're all going to accordion and crash into me. So it's very important to use those open loop concepts when you're flying the demo. Have fun. You will appreciate being a graduate from Test Pilot School more every day that Test Pilot School passes, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. From the time I was brand new graduate of Test Pilot School, I didn't really know what the future was going to hold for me. Now looking back at it 8 years later, it has been better every year. I absolutely enjoy it, and the sky is not even the limit for Test Pilot School grads. You can do it all, so have fun. appreciate being back here and appreciate you guys coming to watch the team.